Hey guys, good afternoon. You can tell because the sun is shining behind my head. Am I gonna have to turn my? Probably have to turn. I don't know. Just don't look at the sun behind my head. Anyway, it's afternoon. I've got my trusty mask. I've been a good girl. If I can keep from getting anybody sick, I'm at the end of it. Thank God, yes. Where Bruce is still like coughing and he's on like day, 14. I'm on day, I don't know, what's probably been 5 days, 6 days, whatever. Anyway, but I'm doing better. Can't hear anything out of either ear. This eardrum's already popped. Oh well. This one hasn't, so this one's okay. This one, it just all of a sudden was like, so now whenever I blow my nose, it's just like, anyway, so we did our Advent. We've been kind of, I'm sorry, I keep bumping that table and it makes that camera shake. So I'll try not to bump the table. We did our Advent this morning. Had to catch up on last night's because I got too busy, had too many things to do, and then I was tired and went to bed. So, but I had a visitor yesterday. Miss Megan came by, and so we had some girl time. So that was nice. I always love girl time. We get to talking, and we just keep talking. It's like lose track of time. All of a sudden, like her husband's calling. It's so funny because, like I do that with my cousin Candy. And, we get to talking like we're 3 hours in, and all of a sudden her husband starts calling. My husband never bothers. He's kind of like, have fun. Go ahead. He's like, he doesn't check in on me at all. It's kind of like, yeah, whatever. Hey, if she's busy, I get to get on my computer and do radio stuff. So yeah, that was fun. So I had a good day yesterday, which was surprising because of being sick. So I said a prayer in the morning yesterday because, I've been talking about my house, and how I just can't get control over the house. And we have a beautiful home. It's beautiful on the inside. The outside is rough as nails because it's old and it's on 2.5 acres, and Bruce is responsible for the outside. So there you go. So when you come on the inside, you see me. When you go on the outside, you see Bruce. But okay, Mister. Oh, he wants cuddles. He wants to be cuddled. His back legs are not working very well at all. So anyway, so I said a prayer. I was like, Father God, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to get this under control. There's so much to do. It's so far behind because I've been sick for so long, and and I don't know how to get a handle on this. So how do I do this? So I prayed about it, and then all of a sudden I was kind of like 15 minutes in every room. And I've just felt like something was saying, just do 15 minutes in every room. Set a timer and do 15 minutes. And then set a timer again, go to another room, do 15 minutes. Then set a timer again, go to another room, do 15 minutes. And so that's what I did. And then every time I got sidetracked and I would be in another room, like, oh, I'm sweeping the floor because I saw dirt, my brain would, something in my brain, the Holy Spirit in my brain would say, Shannon, getting sidetracked, 15 minutes, and that you're in the dining room right now, not on the back porch. So, yes, I'm sorry if you don't believe in God or whatever, but I do. So it's just, you can shut it off. It's fine. But anyway, so that's what I did. And I accomplished a lot yesterday. I had a really, really good day. And even, even had a lot of the stuff done. Like when Megan came by, I had a lot of stuff done. It was funny though, because after when she left, I had not put the birds were all done, so everybody could go into their stuff. But there's a few birds that we have to put away, and that's uh, Maverick, he's like a full size black frizzle. Um, and he used to be Marshmallow's our head rooster, and he used to be Marshmallow's head man, but then he challenged Marshmallow, so Marshmallow doesn't have anything to do with him now. So we have to keep them separate, and so he has to be in the garden, and uh, and uh, and then I have Ruru, who is my frizzle silky mix little fluff ball. And so when she left, I went out there. Oh my God, chaos. Just absolute chaos. And she and I had heard them going off and didn't know what it was. And I was like, they're just, they're always going off. But it turned out that Maverick wanted to go into his coop. He has his own little coop, his little man cave. And he wanted to go into his coop, but he couldn't go into his coop because the door was closed because I had it all set and prepped for him. And Marshmallow decided so they started fighting. And so I had Maverick hunkered down with a bleeding comb in our breeder coop in a completely separate coop. I had my little doll, who is my cochin, my buff, teeny tiny cochin, who's Marshmallow's is the daddy too. And the mama is a full size buff cochin, who is a darker colored cochin. And so the mama was sitting in the doorway of the coop. My little cochin, my little doll, was sitting on a horse, woodworking horse, outside of a coop. And I was like, well, why are you there? And above her was her daddy watching over her. And inside the coop on the ground waiting for her was her brother. And it was so funny because you don't think of, you think, oh, well, they don't know, they don't understand each other or know each other anymore. But that mama, I've never seen her sit in that doorway, and she was waiting for her daughter. And I mean, it was so funny because, they go, okay, you're raised. I'm going to ignore you. In fact, I'm going to attack you, but then don't mess with my baby, so it was really cute. So that was neat, but it was all chaos. And the only one bleeding was poor Maverick with his comb was bleeding. So anyway, excuse me. Sorry. So I have my tea today. I'm like out of tea, so I'm having to. Oh, sorry. I just shook the table. So I'm having to use just regular Lipton tea, and I have my half a citrus of one of our citrus from our tree in it, and sugar and lemon. And so today I'm going to do another 15-minute day, and it's just going to be. I'm just going to go to each room 15 minutes. And like what you do is you go into the room, and anything that doesn't belong in the room, you take it and you put it in the room it belongs in. But you come right back. You just set it in there and you come right back. You don't go start to put it away. You don't do that. You just take anything that doesn't belong. So your first round of 15 minutes, you're basically taking stuff and setting it in other rooms, just to organize and whatever. And so, yeah, so you go through each room, and you are spending 15 minutes taking everything that doesn't belong in the room out, putting it in the room that it belongs. And then after those things are gone, then you start to clean up the room. And when the timer goes off, you stop, you go to the next room. And so I get my Echo. I'm not going to say the name because she'll go off. So I get her to do my timers. But you can just use like an egg timer or something. And then you just set it and go. And then, but you don't get sidetracked. You don't check your phone, don't Facebook, don't, nothing. You can take a break. You can do like a 15-minute, okay, I can do whatever I want for 15 minutes. But you keep your time completely down to, completely. You're completely focused on that 15 minutes and nothing else. I'm having to completely focus on Mr. Purball here. Anyway, okay, so I got a lot done. I really did. It was a really good day, and so I'm gonna do that again today. I NyQuil'd up last night with, all my other medication too, but boy, goodness, sleep. I slept, and so I slept till I sleep and then I wake up at like 4 because Alex walks down the hallway at 4 o'clock in the morning to get ready to go to bed. But I don't mess with him because he's gonna be 21 in just a few months, and he's got his system set, and his friends work night shifts and stuff, and so that's when they're on is late at night, and so I just it's a different day and age, and he's not a child, he's an adult, so he just lives with us. And so anyway, so he walked down the hallway, and I got up, ate some eggnog and ice cream, and I gave him a little, and then or left him some, and then I went back to bed and slept until like 11 this morning, which was great because I was tired, and so I feel pretty good. I don't know how long I'll feel good, but hopefully I'll have another good day. And so that's the challenge for today. So if you have so if you're, so give it a try. If your house is, you want to get ready for Christmas, you want to get, things going, you can even so much as, okay, I'm going to sit down for 15 minutes and I'm going to make a list. I'm going to sit down for 15 minutes and I'm going to wrap some presents, or I'm going to sit down, and it can be longer than that. It can be like 30 minutes, or it can be shorter than that and be 10 minutes. But anyway, so give it a try and see what you can get accomplished. I mean, anything down to like sweeping the porch and, just, whatever. And see if you can see what you can get done. It's a pretty neat way of getting your, house ready for Christmas. And then the other thing that I hope to get to do is where you take like either a black trash bag or a box or something for donation, and then you go around your house and you find 20 things every day to donate. And that's kind of neat. Just you don't go through your whole closet like in one day, don't like purge everything. You just go, you could do it in one room at a time or something like that, but you just go through your house and you find 20 things to put in or you purge things for 15 minutes or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of cool. Let's see. I still have a few birds who are under the weather. I have one. It's really, really strange. I think where I'm thinking that they're, I'm getting birds that are just like no symptoms or anything, just all of a sudden get thin. And then you have to go, okay, is it worms? Is it pox? Is it, and I think I have one that has the wet pox. I think her tongue and the part that connects her tongue to her throat is swollen because when you open her mouth to feed her, because she's not really eating correctly or whatever, it pops up and it's hard, and she keeps like holding her mouth open so she can breathe because that won't stay. It's just really weird. You have these birds in there, and you've created them by breeding different birds together, and you've created these birds that are just really beautiful, beautiful birds, and then they get these things, and you're like, oh, no, 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 no. It's really frustrating, especially when you have these absolutely gorgeous birds, and then they just die on you. And so I don't know. Anyway, hopefully I can save her. And I'm thinking it probably is like a pox thing. I just don't know. I've never seen that before. I feel like God has given me every possible bird illness to try to teach me what all there are. Let's see how many bird illnesses we can show, Shannon. And, I do necropsies on mine. So, like, when I open them up, I go, whoa, every once in a while. Sometimes you'll just be like, well, there's nothing here. This looks normal. That looks normal. Hey.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were doing your video.
Did you go next door?
He happened to be outside.
Oh, this is exciting.
So she's been. I saw her scraping the bottom of the sugar bowl there. So
look at this. It's from the neighbor.
From the neighbor.
Did you ask her how much they're charging for it?
It's $8. I paid them $8.
$8. Well, that's about what I pay for. That is awesome.
Except now it's coming from. It's coming from our
recycling bin. We were talking about here because you guys have bees in your recycling bin.
So there's no additives.
Instead of saying it's coming from our own flowers,
right.
Which it would be coming from our own flowers, but the bees are in our recycling bin right now.
It's just spin right out of there. It's really good. He said they really don't have a whole lot right now. He said they have just he said they start extracting like in June and July.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome! Ah!
There you go. Try it and let me know.
Oh my God. This is honey from our own neighborhood. Our neighbor across the street raises bees, and the bees are, they pollinate our garden and stuff, and he has a garden too. So it's awesome. Oops, sorry. Up on the table again. That is awesome! I'm sorry. That excites me. I love the idea of getting real honey from the neighbor. That's amazing. Okay. So anyway, that's very cool. Very cool. Ah! I'm weird. I know. Those people that go to those, they go to those like, those homesteads, and they like, okay, well, here you're going to a homestead. You have no electricity. You have no, you have to pump your water, whatever. That would be me, man. I could do that. You have to dig up your own potatoes. You have to cook on a wood stove. I'm in. Me. I would love that. You've got to raise chickens. You've got to. Oh my God, that's just me. I could do that. I could do that. I could. That would be. I would love that. I would love to. Yeah, I would love that. That would be very cool. I would love to learn how to, and that's something. And I don't know how we would do it. We don't have time, but we keep talking about how we want to do goats and, do like goat milk and stuff like that, goat cheese and whatever. And I don't think I like goat cheese, but the whole idea of learning it just sounds like so much fun. And, but yeah, so, we don't have time for goats. We don't have, it's like, he's going to have to completely retire to do that. And then we have to make money off of the goat milk or something. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I could so do that. I could so go to like a homestead thing where you have to like make your own clothes, and do your own bread and by hand, no machine. And see, my husband won't do anything without a machine on it. It's got to have a machine. It's like, well, we have a loose screw on that hinge. Can I use your cordless drill? I'm like, how about a screwdriver? It's like right here. No, I'm going to take the time to walk all the way across the house and put in the just because it has a motor. And, and I'm like there with a butter knife going, done. Anyway, I have to go blow my nose and then I'll come back. Sorry. Okay, now that I've blown half my nose, half my makeup off. Yeah, I was thinking of all the things that I have done, the homesteady type things I've done. I've done it all. I've grown sprouts. Very easy to do. I've regrown vegetables. I think that they're changing some of the vegetables though, because some of them are not, you can't regrow anymore. I think they're putting things on some of them at the grocery store so that they won't grow. I could be wrong, but some of the things, like I used to be able to, sprout some celery and get it rooted and whatever and put it in the ground and good to go. And I haven't had success in that lately. I haven't changed anything, but for some reason it's just not working like it does. I grew cabbage, the aquaponics, grew cabbage in water. Sorry, excuse me. And the cabbage just died, and I was like, man. So, yeah, so I'm not having as much luck with that as I was before. But I've done kombucha. I've done my cousins does the colloidal silver, colloidal, I don't know. Anyway, colloidal silver water. She does silver water. And they have a machine. And I was looking online on how you can make your own machine. You still have to buy the little silver things, so that still ends up being $20. But then after that, it's but you have to be careful with some of those things, because it's kind of like back in the old days when they gave you mercury water. And you're gonna find out. Then you find out you have mercury poisoning, and it goes into your brain. You don't want to do that with silver. So, yeah. So it's you have to be careful. Everything, just research everything. Anything you do, research. But you can learn so many things on YouTube and stuff. But I have, I've hatched my own eggs. I have. What else have I done? I've grown a garden. I have done a pond. I have done some aquaponics. I'm not real successful with the aquaponics, like the literal aquaponics. Like I can root something and then put it in the ground, great. But putting it in the, and then just continuing to grow it is a little hard. An ivy, yes, I can do. But I'm not as successful at that. So, but I have a book. I should read the book. Excuse me. And what else have I done? I've used I've made my own laundry soap. I have made my own laundry soap. That was fun. That was cool. And it works, but if you're someone who has, it works, but if you are someone who has, a husband who does like lawn care, or like really gets their clothes really, really, really dirty, it's not really going to get that stuff out. It's great if you have, clothes that is not stained, or that you can pre-treat the stain, or but it doesn't work on heavily soiled things. It's not as good at that. I'm sure there's probably things you can put in it that would help that, but then it kind of loses some of its natural ness. Let's see what else. And I'm sure back in the old days they used lye or something, didn't they? I don't know. And that's probably what got the stains out. Let's see. What else have I done? I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff. I've made my own just about anything. I love to learn how to do all of this stuff. I just love to do it. I've built part of the house with my family. My husband and I, taught our kids. He likes to do that. The kids got to design and build their own section of our house. And do you like your head in my armpit? Is it just comfortable there? And so that's the dog bed that he's not using right now for some reason. And let's see. So we designed that, and we had them concrete in the foundation beams and all that kind of stuff. They got to learn how to do every step themselves. I can, cut and install sheetrock and tape it, and float it, and texture and paint, and I can do all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So anyway, so today's going to be 15 minutes at a time, and that is my goal. I've never made butter. I've never made butter. I've never made cheese, that kind of stuff. So my oldest son would be like, "Oh yeah, let's try," but he doesn't have time to do that. But anyway, and I've dried my own spices and stuff like that, so that's kind of neat too. Other than that, I think I still haven't gotten my nativity up. I am going to put it up though. It's important. Of course, Mary and Joseph aren't there yet, so there's time. There's still time. They're not there yet. I want to know though, how long did Jesus have to stay in the manger? How long did he have to live in the barn? Because that would be interesting to me. I would love to see, how long did they have to live in the barn? Was it just for the night? Did they not have a place for quite a while, or did he go find another place when the sun came up so that they could be out of the barn? Or did they just stay in the barn for a while? And Greta, you have hair in my tea. Got it. You poor little boy. Daddy thinks you're not going to last a year. I'm like, yeah, we've said that before, right? We've said that before. What are you doing? You're just going to stick your head in my shirt? Okay. If that's what you want to do. That's fine. That's fine. Just a purring away. Mommy's got her Christmas jacket on just because I wanted it to be Christmassy. And we haven't decided if we're going to take our tree down. And part of me wants to just take all my Santas out and just take a picture with the Santa crew. Just to show everybody all the different ones I've got. I don't know. That seems like a lot of work for no really good reason. Other than to show really cool Santas. I think they're cool. And they should be. I think all but one is signed. If you have a Santa of mine and you lift up the jacket and you look on its chest, my name should be on it, and possibly the year that the Santa was made. So, okay. Other than that, I think I'm done. I think that is as much as. I think that's as much information that is in my brain for right now. It has all expressed itself, and I can go about. I can start over. I have a clear mind. I am focused. I have makeup on. It won't last long because it's going to be blown off here in the next 30 minutes. I have my tea, and this is tea. I am such a tea. This is my tea right here. I'm You got to do it right. You got to do it the right way. And that's like a massive teacup. And so that's it. 20, wait, 30 minutes. You can never get back again. I hope at least it's smiled or found something interesting. You try the 15-minute thing. Let me know how it goes. So that's me on December 18th, 2019. It is a Wednesday, I think. So you guys have an awesome day. And I hope that you're, enjoying the holiday season, the ramp up to holidays, the ramp up to Christmas. You get all these things in your mind, and then all of a sudden it's like Christmas is done, and you're like, oh. So you don't have to do that way, but you can just keep going with it. You can just be like, no, it's still Christmas. Just keep your tree up year round like me. But no, y'all have a great day. And I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. Bye.